With this, it ends.
Hello guys, Major Colton here with another build tutorial, and today, oops, forgot to put that on. Today we are going to be going over the Siegfried from Soul Calibur 4 cosplay build. First, let me take a moment to explain the armor and weapons. Obviously, if you've ever played Soul Calibur and the 4th version, at least I have knowledge, I'm not sure if the other ones, I know the 5th one he doesn't have armor and a weapon like this, but in the 4th version he has crystal armor and a crystal Zweihander. Literally, if you look up on the create a class option, is listed as a Zweihander fighting type. So I was like, why not put crystal magic weapon? And I know you're going to say right now, that does not look like his sword. I know. It is not the desired effect. It looks like a fucking club. But at the point I'm at, I don't care. It's the closest thing in the game I can get to a crystal Zweihander, so get over it, I guess you could say. But the armor I'm using is the Rampart Golem armor from the Ivory King DLC, pretty much because, you know, it looks like it's got shards of crystal and ice on it, so it looks like good enough for the, you know, crystal outfit, pretty much. And as you can see, I use the, a Black Witch's Staff plus 10 infused for magic on and I'm using a magic Zweihander. And basically, you just use this to put that down there, and then you just put it away, never pull it back out ever again, because it has nothing to do with the build. It's only there to add the enhancement to make the weapon like I need it to be. But let's get to the stats. As for my stats, I got 50 vigor. And my max HP is 2,525, and that is because I got the Life Ring plus 3 from the Iron King DLC and the 3rd Dragon Ring on. This also gives me more stamina, which, combined with only a mere 24 endurance, I get 139 stamina because of the ring, so it's a good plus, saves me some levels. Vitality, 23, that's really all I need, because I only need to get that 70, at least 70 rolling, like under 70 so I can medium roll, so around that's fine. Attunement, we go for 10 because we literally only need one slot. This is not a mage build, even though we got the 50 intelligence. It's literally only for the magic scaling and for the crystal weapon. And we will only have 12 dex because that is the minimum for the Zweihander, and the Zweihander scales horribly in dex, so we don't need it. For the adaptability, we got 22 so that we can roll instead of having a shield, and it seems to be working decent so far. As for the intelligence, we want 50 so we can have good scaling on our crystal magic weapon and on our magic infusement on the Zweihander itself. For faith, I have 20. The only reason I have 20 faith is so I can wield the Black Witch's Staff as my staff of choice. and really it doesn't really matter, because that extra, I would say go ahead and do it no matter what staff you're using, because it adds, you know, lightning and dark defense, and as a tankier build without a shield, you'll need defense just in case. Now let's get to the parts. As I said, Rampart Golem armor +5 without the head, and what you'll want to do is kind of, you know, try and get the head sculpted to be at least somewhat similar to Siegfried's. I tried, you know, it's close enough, I guess you could say. It's pretty close if you ask me. And with those 3 pieces of armor by themselves, you get 564 versus strike, 689 versus slash, 651 versus thrust, and 76.6 poise. Although you have to remember, poise only works when you're in a movement action. When you're standing here just like I am right now, poise does not matter, and anything will stag you. As for the rings, we have, obviously, like I said, Life Ring +3 and 3rd Dragon Ring for the extra health and stamina. And to help make the weapon itself stronger, Ring of Blades +2, and the Sorcery Clutch Ring. And basically, with the Sorcery Clutch Ring, and especially the Sorcery Clutch Ring, since we got the Magic Infusement and Crystal Magic Weapon on a +10 staff with 50 intelligence, if you heavy swing, sometimes you actually will hit for more than 1,000 damage. 2 swings from an R1 will do around 1,500 plus damage. So you can 2 to 3 shot people with this build. I actually fought a couple builds that were trying to do something with the Helix Halberd similar to Sunlight Blade's recent one-shot build. Let's just say they, instead of one-shotting me, they got like 2-shotted at least, because you can just roll around that shit. And because I wasn't gimmicky and fighting people in water with it. I'm not saying nothing though. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. But as you can see, like I said, crystal armor, crystals, basically, you know, crystal's way-hander like he uses in the game, because it's the closest thing I can get to Soul Calibur. Idea-wise, visually-wise, no, it doesn't look similar, other than the fact of the shape. But when I put the crystal magic weapon on, it looks like a club. I know. You don't need to point it out. Swear there's going to be someone in the video in the comment section who's like, that doesn't look like Soul Calibur. And I bet you they did not watch up to this point. I bet you that they watched the first fight and they're like, oh, crystal magic weapon, scrub, 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 and stuff like that. Because honestly, this build, I did not have as much fun as I thought I would. I had fun whenever the people weren't trying to cheat me out, honestly, and you will counter that. When I used this build, the second they saw the crystal magic weapon, they either started throwing shit at me, they'd start estusing like crazy, or instantly just run into lava or black soapstone. And honestly, it's really annoying. And then another thing is they'll just constantly fish for backstabs. That is the most annoying thing you can ever do. Like, come on. Instead of fishing for the backstabs, how about you get good and just look for openings, instead of just rolling when I swing to try and stab me in the back, to do an animation that I can't roll out of, you know, actually make it get good. But the reason why I never talk shit about any of the people I was fighting, because I am, you know, using crystal magic weapon. So I was like, you know, I can understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, you don't gotta be that guy. I'm just trying to do cosplay Fashion Souls, even if the Fashion Souls just happens to be super powerful. But, oh well, bygones be bygones. But either way, if you like the video, comment, like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.